Springtime usually has us thinking about cleaning out spaces in our house, maybe about going out and buying some new clothes and shoes, and maybe revitalizing our look. Well, today we are doing just that. At least for me, it is time for a refresh on makeup and hair because I have literally been using the same makeup products for about 2 years now and doing my hair about the same way as for that long as well. But if you're anything like me, my major issue is not even knowing where to start with all that. What brands to try, what products to try that are gonna be any good. I hate going to the store and wasting my money on a bunch of products just to find out they don't even work. So I bit the bullet for all of us, bought some products to try, got some products sent to me for free, just to kind of give us an idea of where to start, what's good and what's not good. So we're going on this journey together today because I can't wait to show you some of these products that I'm really excited about. The first thing we're gonna start with in this video are the products that I've tried that are a complete no way for me. So in the past, I have used for years and years and years this on my skin. I like a BB cream because it's light. It gives me just a little tint of a color. It hides the red spots and the brown spots a little bit, but I don't ever want to feel like I'm wearing a mask. I'm more of a person that likes a makeup, no makeup look, to enhance my look, but not totally change the way I look. So this has been my favorite for many, many years. But as I've said in a past video, they discontinued this about a year ago. And at that point, I went around to every CVS that was close to my house and bought them out. And I still have 1.5 tubes left, thank goodness. But it's time. It's time to start finding something else because this is not gonna last me forever. And how I did this is I watched some other YouTubers' videos and see what they're saying, and I'll start there. So the first product that I'm trying is this. Now I saw this on Angie Hot and Flashy's channel. She said that she really liked this and had been wearing it, and I think someone else did too. Anyways, I thought, okay, let me give it a try. Now, while I feel that this does look very natural on the skin, and it's not creating a thick mask-like feeling or look, the problem for me with this was it was really shiny. It made my skin look wet. And I like a glow. I'm all for a glow. But looking like it's wet, like I'm gonna get dripping coming off my skin, was just a no for me. And I could probably put a powder on it to tame it down, but I didn't wanna put a lot of powder to dry out something on top of my face. If I have to do a little powder, I'm okay with that. But this was wet. Probably works beautifully for some people, but it just didn't work for me. The next thing I tried, I saw on someone else's channel, and they were talking about this e.l.f. Halo Glow liquid filter. Again, very light feeling, like a BB cream. I like that it gave you a little coverage, but not complete mask-like feeling. Again, it looked really wet after you had put it on. And when you touched your face, you just had this residue on your hands. I didn't like that. Now this next product, I got sent to me for free to try out. And I am telling you what, I was excited actually because you see this product all over Instagram. And people are talking about it or have talked about it on YouTube. And I thought, okay, I gotta try this because they're marketing it as the best product since sliced bread for women over 50, for our mature skin. That's not gonna settle into your wrinkles, it's gonna give you a glow, and like all the good stuff that we wanna hear, right? Well, you're probably like, okay, what is it? What is it already? All right, it is Jones Road Beauty Balm or Miracle Balm. Okay, the only thing I have to say that's a miracle about this is that they're still selling it. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be mean, but it was horrible. Horrible. It gives you the feeling like you're wearing Crisco, literally Crisco on your face. It is very tacky and sticky. It was bad, really bad. I took a picture because after I had put it on, I was like, just kind of like moving around, okay? And my hair fell on my face and it stuck there. And it stayed until I pulled the hair off of my face. I don't think anybody is looking for that benefit in their makeup. And let me tell you what happened when I tried to take it off. I tried my normal facial wipes. They weren't budging, okay? I went into the shower at that point. I took soap and water and was washing my face. No. Then I had to get another facial soap to try to get it off. It finally came off after like 3 or 4 times of washing my face and my fingers. It literally felt like I had oils on my skin that I couldn't get off. I tried regular soap and water, wasn't cutting it. I had to come to my kitchen to get Dawn, the grease cutter, okay, to finally get it off my fingers. It was horrible. Like I say, I hate dogging on a product, especially because they sent it to me for free, so I feel bad, but I have to tell you the truth. There is no way I would recommend this. All right, after that rant, we're gonna be moving on here. A little later in the video, we are gonna be talking about some products that I found for giving your hair that beachy wave. I've been seeing a lot of people that have been putting that wave back in their hair, and it really looks cute. And also I wanna tell you about some really good hair products that I found recently that I am absolutely loving on my hair. But first, let's get to the makeup. All right, the first product I'm gonna put on is a face serum. This is called Yummy Skin Glow Serum. What I've heard, the reason why you wanna use this is because it helps to even out whatever BB cream, CC cream, or foundation that you end up using. It came in 2 colors, and I got the lighter champagne color because my skin tone is lighter. I've got a mirror over here, so you're gonna see me looking over here so I can see what the heck I'm doing. So I'm gonna put this all over, even on my eyelids, just a little bit, and spread that around. Okay, now that feels really good. When it dries, it doesn't feel tacky or sticky or anything. The next thing we're gonna use is by Maybelline, and it's called the Instant Age Eraser. It's kind of like a concealer. When I was watching a channel, she was talking about, this is very light, right? But what I'm gonna do is use it on my eyelid as a base to my eyeshadow. And then I bought one that's in a little bit of a darker tone that could go under your eyes for concealer. So we're gonna try both ways. What I like about this is it's got like a little puffy top, a little sponge top. Do you hear that? You click it and the product comes up. Now I'm gonna put this on my eyelid. It really goes on easily because it's got that little sponge. Yeah, now obviously it looks too white right now. We're gonna take care of that when we put the eyeshadow on. Right now I look like a clown, but you'll see where I'm going here pretty soon. Okay, and then we're gonna put this under the eyes for a concealer. Let's see how it comes out. And then I'm gonna take a little sponge and kind of tap that in. That does a really good job of concealing under your eyes. And both of these products I got on Amazon. All the links are gonna be down below for what I've used today. So it makes it way easier for you to find what the heck it is and where to buy it. I will also have the colors that I use down below as well. Now the skin tint that I actually found that does almost as good of a job as this, here's the brand. And it's a little expensive. I got it on Amazon, but this is the closest thing I found to my BB cream that I'm loving. It doesn't leave your skin too glowy, too tacky, any of that. It feels like just a light layer on top of your skin, not too heavy at all. It comes in this little eyedropper situation. So you gotta get used to applying it compared to just putting a dollop on your finger and rubbing it in. So let's start on my forehead. Yeah, I know it's gonna look weird, but here we go. And then we're gonna use this to tap it in. And we'll do the cheek area and under eye. It's like dripping everywhere. So do you see how already it kind of gave me a more even coverage on my face, hiding my red and kind of dark spots a little bit more. I want to tell you also, when this tinted serum dries, it doesn't feel tacky or sticky at all. You could wipe your face with your hands and you're not gonna feel, you might get a little something on there, especially if you just recently did your makeup, but you're not gonna get a sticky, tacky feeling. Now, yes, I'm getting a little bit of a glow. I talked to my daughter, like, what could I use on my face to kind of get rid of a little bit too much glow. You know, maybe a powder, a setting powder, something like that, that's not going to sink into my lines. She's my go-to girl for asking about products, new makeup products. She doesn't know about everything, but she does have a lot of good ideas about that. So she recommended I try this Hourglass. It's a translucent setting powder. So we are gonna try a little bit of that in the T-zone just to tame down the glow a little bit. Apparently, I can't get this lid off. So here's what it looks like. I got a little bit on my brush. I'm gonna tap it out. A little bit under the eyes. That looks good. That took care of the glow. If I would have done this with this or with the e.l.f., I would have used a lot of this. And I only had to use a little bit of this with the Ilia. So that's it for face base. We are done. So I put on a primer, a concealer on my eyelid for color, for a base color, under eyes for concealer, and then I put on my tinted serum. And actually, I didn't tell you this. This is SPF 40. That's really nice. And it's got hyaluronic acid in it as well. And then I put on a little bit of this translucent setting powder. Now, you all know I have talked about and raved about a liquid blush for a long time, and I decided to try this new product. It's by e.l.f. and it's called Halo Glow. It comes in this little tube, and again, it's got a little sponge applicator. It really comes out nicely. You just squeeze out a little bit and then put it on your cheeks, and I just use my fingers to rub it in. Okay, so I just put a couple of dots on there. I'm gonna rub it in with my hands. So you don't need much. You don't need much of this at all. And already you can kind of see, maybe I put a little bit more on that side. I'm just gonna take a little bit of a paper towel and tone that down a bit. Okay, there we go. Blush is on. Now we're gonna move on to the eyes. I came across this eyeshadow palette that I'm like, okay, those colors sound beautiful. I wanna try that. It is by e.l.f. The colors in here are kind of like muted brown. Some are matte, some have a little sparkle in there, and they're also purples. So if you have a cool tone to your skin and hair, you might wanna try the purple route, and that could look good. Or if you've got a little bit of a golden tone, you might want to try the browns in this palette. So I'm going to take a thicker brush and I'm going to put just my base layer on my outer eyelid. I'm going to leave the insides of my eyelid the white. I just like that. Okay, I know some people don't, but I do. So I'm going to go for an eyeshadow that's got just a little bit of a sparkle to it. And I'm gonna go in from mid-eye out with that. Okay, and then I'm gonna take an angled brush and I'm gonna pick a little bit of a darker color. Still has a little bit of glitter to it here. So I started here and then I'm jumping to here for just the corners of my lids right here. And I'm gonna pull it up just to get a little bit of a different color, a little darker color in that corner of the lid. Okay, now I'm gonna take this little brush and I'm going to get the darker brown color in this palette. I'm gonna tap that and I'm gonna put it in my crease. I've tried this out before I did this video in my bathroom and it looked really good. So if it doesn't look quite right, it's because I don't have the lighting or the right mirror doing this for you guys. All right, so that's all I do for my eyeshadow. Now for eyeliner, what's interesting is I went from using brown a long time ago, then I kind of got into the blue routine using that, and now I watched somebody's video where they were talking about using gray. Now, I had said this in a video previously, that using black as we age, it's really harsh. So I wanted to get away from something like that. So I went to brown and blue. But gray, I hadn't considered before. I thought, you know, that might actually be worth a try. So I bought this. I've used it prior to this video. I liked it. So let's try this and see what you think. This is by e.l.f. as well, and it's a retractable eyeliner pencil, which I like. I don't like to have to do the sharpening. Now I'm gonna put it under my eyelid only halfway and above my eyelid only halfway. Now the reason why I do that is because of the shape of my eyes. I don't want to have closed eyes by going all the way top and bottom. I want my eyes to appear more open, and from things I have read in the past, the way to do that, on my shape anyways, is to go halfway, halfway, and it kind of opens them up more instead of closing them up. All right, what are you guys thinking of the gray? I kind of like it. I'm glad that I tried the gray. Now, for eyelashes, here is my secret, and I've done this for a while now. So these products are the ones that I've used for a long time because they work really well for me. I've had people leave me comments that I have fake eyelashes, and I'm here to tell you I have never worn fake eyelashes because I like them. I think they look really pretty, but I've never been able to put them on right for me, so I steer clear away from them. So I don't wear fake eyelashes, and what I have found to make my eyelashes look the best they can are by using these 3 products. Now, the first one is a eyelash primer. It is by L'Oreal and it's called Voluminous Base. And it looks white in the container, okay? But you just go on and you put a little bit all over. And what this does is to help thicken and lengthen your lashes. And you know, I never thought I needed this. And then of course my daughter told me about using primer. I tried it and I'm like, oh, wow, I've been missing out all this time. So now I use it every time, and it does make my lashes look longer and thicker. So I guess when I get a comment about using fake lashes, I should actually feel good because I'm like, I don't use them, but what I'm doing is working for them to think that I am. Okay, I let that dry just a minute, maybe, tops. And then I go in with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Again, I've been using this for years because it works so darn well. I love it. I get the black in this. It's like a soft black. So then I go in with this first, just to kind of start covering the primer area. I'm going to do this over in this mirror so I can see exactly what I'm doing. Now I'll put on a couple coats of this because I don't feel like one does it, so like 2 coats on each side. So after I do that, this is what I end up with, which is not bad, right? But then to go to the next level, I use this Thrive Cosmetics. It is a liquid lash extensions mascara. This will give you the fake lash look. So I put 1 coat or so on top of what I already have to finish off the look. So let's go ahead and start over here. I think what this does is adds a little bit more thickness, doesn't it, than this side. Okay, and then my eyes are done. So then we're gonna do brows. And yes, I know I need my brows done, okay? I have an appointment to go get my brows done because they need it bad. In the meantime, I bought this e.l.f. brow pencil. It's almost like a retractable eyeliner on one end, and then it's got the brush on the other end. So I'm gonna try to fill in a little bit on the ends here. I'm losing eyebrow hair on my outer edges. I think it's just a part of aging. And I talked about microblading a while ago on my channel where I could kind of get that filled in. But then I talked to my husband about it. He's like, no, I don't want you to get that. I like your brows the way they are. So I thought, well, that was really nice of him to say. So I just thought, okay, just to make me feel better, I got a brow pencil just to fill it in a little bit so it's not like dark and then hardly anything. I don't know, did I put on too much? Again, I can't tell because I'm not in front of my lighted mirror, but you get the picture, right? Just with a little brow brush, you're able to kind of fill in what you're missing on the ends there. Now for the lips. So as I'm watching videos, of course, I ran across somebody who was talking about City Lips. This is a lip gloss that helps to plump up your lips a bit. I need that. My lip on my top is so thin and my bottom is a little bigger, but not much. So I thought, I don't know, let me try that and see how it looks. It does help plump them up a little. Okay, it's not gonna make you look like you got Botox in your lips, but I mean, who wants that? I don't know. But anyways, so I put this on first before I put my lipstick color, because if I put the lipstick color on and then this, this wand is gonna get jacked with all the color from the lipstick, and I didn't want that. So we're gonna do this first. I will say this is very hydrating feeling on your lips, and it does last a while. So it takes about a minute or two before this, you can start feeling a tingling on your lips. It's not bad, it's just a little bit, but at least you kind of feel like it's working. I'm not expecting miracles here. I mean, with my upper lip, it would take a miracle for me to look like I had, I had a decent lip. Okay, so here's the lip color we're gonna use. Isn't that pretty? I love this. So we're gonna put this on. What do you guys think? Does it look any different than what I normally do? Does it look better? Does it not look as good? You guys tell me. I am really happy with the products that I've recently found so far because I feel like they do a good job without feeling too heavy, too weighted, too shiny. Before we get into doing the beachy wave on my hair and trying that out, I've got 3 products that I want to tell you about. And I was kind of surprised that I was gonna like these as much as I did. I went and got my hair done down here in Florida. And the stylist was telling me about this shampoo and conditioner that she actually used on my hair that day in the salon. And it was a noticeable difference. But for me, I was like, okay, was it just the way she did my hair that made the difference, or was it the product? Well, I was curious to find out, so I bought trial sizes of the shampoo and conditioner on Amazon and tried it out myself at home before I did any styling. And I'm gonna tell you, after one use, I could tell a huge difference. It makes my hair feel thicker, and I've got fine hair, so that's a big deal. It makes my hair look smoother when I'm done styling it. Now I do have these little kind of like flyaways I think a lot of us get, and I'm gonna show you one product for that I found. But this shampoo and conditioner is off the chain good. It's a reparative conditioner and shampoo. I bought the trial sizes because each of these are $11. I wanna say you're probably gonna get 6 uses, give or take out of these little munchkins because it depends on how much hair you have and it depends on how much you use. But I wanted to give it a try before I was sold on buying the big bottles, which are $50 each on Amazon. I thought, but if it's worth it and my hair looks fantastic, I'll spend the money, to have it last me a while and use a good shampoo and conditioner. So after one time, I am very impressed with these. And the thing is, with these, my hair felt very moisturized, even in the shower. And when I did my hair with my tools, it felt so much better after I had used this. Now, these are not something you want to use every day. You want to use a reparative shampoo and conditioner once or maybe twice a week. That's it. So you can get away with these little bottles lasting you a while. I also bought the same brand, but in a daily shampoo and conditioner. Those are the same price, but now I'm rotating between the two. I like that shampoo and conditioner as well for a daily, but these, if you only had to pick one to switch to, these are the winner. Okay, now for flyaways. My daughter told me about this. She uses this when she puts her hair up in a ponytail and really kind of gets those flyaways kind of slicked back. But I've got these little flyaways when I do my hair normally and it drives me nuts. So I thought, okay, let's give it a try. Look at how small this is, okay? I mean, it fits in the palm of your hand, but it's a stick and you're not gonna use a lot at one time. You just use a little bit on your fingertips and then kind of like wipe it down and it takes care of the flyaways. This does not make my hair feel greasy or heavy or anything like that because I've got fine hair. If I put too much product on it, it's gonna weigh it down. This does not do that. It still feels normal. It doesn't feel too heavy or greasy at all. Besides a couple of little wild dogs up there, this did a pretty good job of smoothing down the top, didn't it? The last thing we're gonna do is we're gonna test out Beachy Wave so that you guys can kind of take a look and decide for yourself if this might be something you want to try for yourself. So again, I'm watching another hairstyle video. from someone who does that all the time on their channel. And they recommended this tool, which I'll have linked below. And then I want you to tell me at the end, honestly, do you like my hair better straight? Or should I start incorporating the beachy waves more often? Okay, so the first thing to tell you about, it's got different heat settings. Once I turn it on, do you hear it? It's got a little fan built in there, so it kind of keeps it a little cool at the same time that it's warming up. So here's what it looks like on the inside. It's a flat iron, but the way we're gonna use it is gonna put curl in our hair. So I'm gonna section my hair with these little clips. Just to be easy for this video, I'm gonna separate it into two, and then I'm going to kind of use my finger to get the top part of my hair and clip it up, and then I've just got this little bottom section to start with. Pinch it as close as you can to your scalp. And then as you turn, you're kind of pulling the hair through and down. Okay, look at that. So then I'll take this out, grab another little strand, and I'm gonna grab one kind of from the back a little bit more, and then again, clip that up in between. And I'm rolling it and pulling it down at the same time. So it gets the ends of the hair a little bit better. Now I'm gonna keep doing this, and I'll speed through it for you guys so you don't have to sit and watch the whole thing. All right, here's what it looks like, all curled, but not kind of tousled out. So let me go ahead and kind of shake it a little bit and give it a little bit more kind of body and flow and see what we think. I kind of like having a little bit of something different to do than just wearing my hair straight all the time. But I want to hear what you guys think. Now, if you're the type of person that's like, you know what, I don't like the beachy waves, I don't like any waves, I still like to straighten my hair. That's what I like to do. But I still want that volume and I still want that shine. Well, watch this video next right here, because this is where I share my favorite styling products and tools to help you do that. Until I see you next time, my friends, stay beautiful on the inside and out.